And that's it, guys. We're back. I rate 13 the hardest of all Final Fantasy games. Yeah, and you might be right. You might be very, very right. It is kind of a tough cookie. Kind of a tough cookie. Where's Final Fantasy? There you go. Let's get the 15 going and done. Did it upload? I think it did. My baby just got her shots and she was so brave. Thank God. Mine cried like a baby. Which you were. Nick, are you switching? Oh, yeah. You know it. I think I did everything right. I've uploaded the thing, so yeah. New game. No, load game. Jesus, no new game. Ace of Carapace, is that it? That's it. Yeah. I could not be with my kid when he got the shots. I was in the first one, and I swear never to be there again because I have, in Portuguese we say we have bad livers. Having bad livers means I found a trick for mine. Crinkle paper. Oh, thank God. Mine no. Mine the dude wouldn't focus. But as we say in Portugal, I have bad livers. Being bad livers means I have like how do you say it? It's not bad humor. Is that oh, this is all wrong because I'm doing this there. Plus we give her Tylenol before the meeting. Oh, okay. Having bad livers means is I'm kind of rough around the edges. You struggle with shots. My dad does too. He passes out. No. I do not struggle with shots due made to me. No, I'm a blood giver. No, I have zero issues with needles. I have lots of issues when the nurse is giving shots to my kid and the kid is looking at me with a face with I'm being hurt. Why are you letting this happen? So that's the part where my bad livers come into the equation. Is where I'm like, no, you will not touch my kid with that. So, although it's the irrational in me coming to the front when the rational in me should say, dude, come on, you need to. So yeah, I stay at the door.
Let's make tracks.
Yeah, let's.
I was there on the first shot, then yeah, it's so painful. It was so painful to me to see my kid being no, because he was actually looking at me with that you were supposed to protect me. Yeah, and no, I could not take that, so I stay
here
because my first instinct is to grab the nurse and throw her out the window. It's completely irrational, just like a native. But yeah. Oh, I see. I just told my wife to stop making me go. I have to. I'm the one with the car.
Focus. Got it.
I'm the one with the car. My wife does not drive.
No holding back.
Business as usual.
I mean, she does have the license, but she hasn't been driving for so long. I'm pretty sure she... Ow. Nothing like coming back to this game and getting my face wrecked first time. Right in the horn, bro.
That's what I call teamwork. Wouldn't expect any less from you. Good.
Boom.
Outstanding.
There you go. Oh, yeah, she did that to me too. Just
Easy
quick and
now.
grabbed. Yeah. First time was painful. First time for me was painful. But then, you know. Then you start thinking, hey, that's dumb. Stop behaving like the kid. He's supposed to be the kid. You are supposed to do your job. And
Knocked.
I did.
Overhead.
And yeah. Now you only have to get shots at 5, so I have time.
I'm going all out.
Just don't get too carried away.
How old is
Your
your
way to
kid?
talk.
How old is Minisuit?
Really? Again?
You're probably in that phase where she gets a shot every month, right? $10 months. Yeah, that's more or less the time. That's more or less the time. All the shots. Did not like that. Not the greatest experience, I'll tell you that. Yeah, basically.
How many?
Yeah, that was not an experience that I like to have. No. Not the greatest. Can I pass through here? Is that a passage? Maybe somewhere in this.
Enough talk. Time for some action.
She got on one last week, and now this week, but now it will be a bit. Yeah, there are lots of those. Plus now we got the Rona shot. That probably has a different name in Portuguese. I don't know that. At least I cannot logically associate with something that I do know.
Magitech engine. It's close.
But yeah, there are lots of vaccines. And poor kids, they get lots of them. There was a time where I swear he was getting shots every month. COVID, coronavirus, okay. Oh, it's called Rona. Okay. I didn't do that too much. That is one of those that we didn't get. I did. I'm vaccinated.
Man, that hurts.
Another headache.
Not only am I vaccinated,
We'll meet again.
but I didn't even had a single side effect. 2 shots, 0 side effects. An American shortly. Okay. I had 0 side effects. Even the COVID I had wasn't that hard. It hit my legs,
Breeze feels good.
but other than that, not much. It was just enough for me not to be able to... It's not that I was unable to move, it's that it was just in pain, I want to say. It was weird. I don't think my kid had COVID. I don't think my kid had COVID. And I say I don't think because there was a time when he was kind of, you know, it looked like he had the flu. Then my wife got the flu too, more or less. They looked like it. Then we made some, you know, tests at home and they both got... No, my kid tested negative. My wife tested positive.
We'll meet again.
And yeah, I always tested negative.
Let's go.
That's awesome. I got corona pretty bad actually. Ended up in the hospital, but minor side effects, the things. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, some people got attacked pretty bad. Pretty badly. I didn't. At all. So to this day I don't think I had
Imperials above
corona.
us!
Thanks.
It might have happened, it might have been that, but I've always tested negative. So, That's why I'm always saying that I'm almost superior. You were in there for 5 days? Weird experience. Jesus. You're not kidding. Weird experience? 4 days? That's not a weird experience. That's a bad experience.
Then lose the jacket.
What was the thing? Did you have issues breathing? Did it attack your lungs? Lucky I never caught corona. Yeah, good for you, man. You might be the same way that I am. I think we got it. We just don't get, you know, we get no symptoms. We might just be carriers. So yeah, I think we're more or less that, because I got the shots and they didn't do a thing to me. Zero, not even a little pain. Nothing.
We're outnumbered. I propose we take them out one by one.
Could
Or
you
we can
propose
also
a way to
leave.
finish this faster?
Magitech engine. It's close.
COVID pneumonia. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one to have. Pneumonia in itself just sucks. Like, plain and simple. I had the principles of one and I was dying. No. So, the COVID version of it, that's like pneumonia on steroids. Yeah, man. Sorry to hear it. Glad that you're alright now. Jesus.
Ah, the breeze feels good.
Indeed. Perhaps these are the bean bandits.
Time to save the legumes, boys.
Bean bandits? There are bean bandits here? Gotcha right in the side.
Hey, where'd you learn that one, Knox?
Saw it on TV. Saw it on TV. Who's hitting me? Oh, that's Gladio hitting me. Bro. Not cool.
Never fear, Bronco's here. Knew what hit him.
The beans have been saved, boys.
Enough about the beans. Seriously.
Everyone loves beans. Everyone loves me.
Onward. Yep.
Yeah, man. Turned out alright, but it was scary. Yeah. Get them. Don't give them a legume to stand. Why? Why? Just tell me why. Why? There was absolutely no reason for it. Completely uncalled for. Why? Jesus. The talk was too serious. Jesus. We're sharing experiences. That's how you meet people. That's how you get to know them. The talk was too serious. Then, here's a pun. Enjoy. Oh man, we're too much alike. We are too much alike. Weirdest thing, everything that happens to me, it's just funny. I mean, it's not just funny, but I can make a joke out of anything. Even the stuff that it's bad, it's ends up being looks like a joke. I can tell you this. Do you remember? I think I told you guys a couple of days ago that I had to my car was in
Blessed weather.
Totally.
Had some issues that I had to put it in the, how do you say it, garage? The mechanic.
Huh?
And I had to pay like a lot, like $700 just to get my car fixed. Now, that was 2 weeks ago. I went and got my car. Great. 2 days ago, my car started doing the weirdest thing. I never saw a car do that. Which was every time he would pass through.
Easy now.
Every time you would pass through, you know, a bump in the road, something on the road that would make the car tremble a little bit, he would honk. Bam! And I would just go like, there are roads here that are just completely messed up. So I was like, bam, 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 bam. It's just, no. Why is the car doing this? Eventually, I passed through a big one and it stopped. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because, no, I cannot be on the street, or on the road. And the car was like, bap, 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 bap. No. So it was all right. Today, cool thing. Today, it started honking. I got pissed. I hit the honk and it got stuck. And that's it. That's it. That's the story. So every time I was driving and the car was like, yeah, I had to stop on the side and get the fuse for the honk on. Right now my car does not have honking on. Because yeah, apparently there was something with the airbag, which is now which is apparently the airbag is misplaced. There's something on probably pressing over the honk and it's like forever. I had to take the fuse off. So right now I have 0 fuse. I went to talk to the mechanic that fixed my car and I was like, bro, what the hell? And he was like, oh, that's probably the serpentine? That's what he called it. Yeah. It was amazing. Lots of fun. Who doesn't enjoy something like that? Hey, Dory, look at the chocobo. Which chocobo? Is that a good clip? If that's a good clip, I'll put it on... It will probably go on TikTok. Yeah, guys. Every time you see a good clip, watch the clip. Right now I cannot, but I will.
Thanks.
If you guys have cool clips and things like that you guys think that it's funny, mark them. I will probably download them and put it on TikTok. TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I'll use them like that. That's just it. Have you noticed, Ortiz? I had one. Oh wait.
Oh, nice here.
Oh, I just got back. That was hilarious. No, it was not. I was getting my kid to the kindergarten. Everyone was looking at me. No, I don't like that kind of attention. It's a musical road. It's always musical road. I'm always listening to some sort of metal. Wish I could have been on the side of the road to hear that. Yeah, the guys that were on the side of the road, they wish they could be somewhere else. It was very noisy. Yeah, it only stopped when I turned off the car. I had to park it. Then I opened the thing at front. The hood. I'm saying lots of words that I never said in English. Yeah, opened the hood and it was even worse. No. Luckily, I remembered, wait, I might be able to turn off this, because I was like, what if I cut a cable? I was on that mindset. Then I thought, wait, there are fuses.
Knocked. Overhead.
And yeah. It wasn't pretty. It's loud. It's loud. My car is loud. Check the view. Oh. Man, there is one on the USA. There's a musical road in USA. Ah, this is pretty. Look at that. Will I be able to be down there? This looks like a... I might. Through here, right? This is pretty. Damn right. Thanks, Benji. But Chocobo was getting pushed by a car in the background.
Ah, breeze feels good. Makes me want to take a nap.
So that... I'll see it. After it, I'll see it. I wasn't paying attention. Of course I wasn't. And you guys might be wondering, why is that bro doing all that way with the Chocobo? And I'll tell you. First, because of the AP. Second, because I forgot that I was on Chocobo and I have a car. So, yeah. all those. By the way, Sut, what is the musical road? And why is it a musical road?
Stinking hot.
Yeah.
Didn't lose the jacket. Boom! In your face. Oh, come on. Ah. But this was a gate. Closed gate. Oh, Route 66. I know that one. Probably the most well-known route on the face of the earth. They put bumps in the road, so if you drive the speed limit, it plays America the Beautiful. Isn't that too much? Route 66, that one I know. That's the most metal
Let's
of
go.
roads.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Cool dog nutmeg. .13 miles away. There's a high possibility, or a high probability, that I'm gonna turn those miles into kilometers. I found a mod that might happen. That might happen, just saying. Because to me, those numbers mean nothing. I have no clue what they mean. It's a mile away, great. How much is that? I thought it was pretty cool, and an ingenious way to get people to not speed. Tell me something. Does it play if you speed, or it does not play if you go slower? Yes, I'm the only one. You might be. There's that possibility. Yes.
Ah, the breeze feels good. Makes me want to take a nap.
1.76 kilometers. Good. Check areas on the left. Oh, there are lots of places there. Eventually, I'm gonna explore all this. I was just straight to be 1.6 kilometers. Doesn't matter. I mean, 100 meters. Not that much. Up the path. No, if you speed, you don't go over the bumps in the right cadence, so the song is wrong. Oh, but it's gonna be annoying anyways. Good, good, good. Good to know. So you either hear the song...
Thanks for the ride.
You either hear the song
Nice riding,
well,
you.
or you don't at all. Good, good, good. Amazing. But you still hear something. That's not a road for me. Sorry, I'm here. I'm kind of half lurking. Halfway through housework, and I'm expecting the phone console. Did you finish the cookies? That's the most important question I have for you right now. The cookies. How were the cookies? Are there still some cookies? What happened to the cookies? Cookies. Well, yep, it's touristy. Jeez. It's not touristy. That just sucks. It's not something that I like. Well, I mean, you do, but... They were store-bought cookies. I didn't bake them. Oh. But did you... Why did you talk in the past tense? Shield of the Just. Thanks for this, Benji. I just
Easy
got a new
now.
thing. Thanks. No cookies for you. Apparently not. I devoured all of them. Yeah. I'm afraid we cannot be friends anymore. No. No. I was thinking about the cookies. No more Gladio for you.
Another
I'll
headache.
put...
This is not normal.
That's a good one. Did you save one for Gladio? No. I'm gonna put, you know, one of those snow type of vestments that cover your face from head to toe. How you can have my cookie? Damn, dude, you got straight into that one. You got straight into that one. It was, yeah, I saw that one coming from miles away. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. So the answer is yes.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
That's also yes, yeah.
Let's go.
No, stop singing. By the way, where am I going? I'm doing all this for absolutely no reason. I need stuff. First, I need to go down here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Gonna get those quests. And yes, today is a Chocobo walking simulator. That's the game today. Hope you guys like Chocobos. That's what I'm doing. I'm still in Final Fantasy XIV mode. My brain is completely turned off. I'm just paying attention to what you guys are saying and walking around in Chocobos. This is gonna make some very good content for people on YouTube. I'm so sorry. Even for people here on Twitch. But at least you guys are interacting, so it's less painful to you. Guys on
Thanks
YouTube,
for the
I'm
ride.
sorry, man. I'm very
We'll meet
sorry.
again.
No, we do not meet again. I'm
Easy
not
now.
abandoning them. No, stop singing, Jesus. How hard is it to understand? Yeah, I'm getting it. Let's run. Very, very fast. Is Prompto's Chocobo faster than mine?
Dinner tonight? What are we thinking?
Get out of my face.
Something edible, I guess. Really? You
No.
guess?
Imagine how scared this guy would be. Walking in a road, completely deserted road, and there are 4 guys riding on top of 4 yellow birds and going straight at you. Sure, there's probably something here. I'll be there. Well, Nick, why aren't you driving? I've explained that a while ago. Because the AP on Chocobos is better, and because then I got inside mine first, and then I completely forgot that I have a car. Now I'm just committed. Because it's right here, and it would be like a pain in the butt to just go back. So yeah, that's the long and short version of it. Now I'm here. I mean, this is the place where I want to be. It has 2 quests. After this, I'm gonna get the car and do whatever I need to do. I completely forgot.
Man, it's hot.
I win.
Then lose the jacket. So how about a breather?
Nick just want
Nice
to burden
riding,
us with content on this one. Burden us.
Howdy, boys. Y'all happen to stumble across another tag out there in the
You
field,
see,
do me a favor and bring it my way.
your mind works in mysterious ways. Very, because they're kind of clever. They're kind of clever. They are kind of clever. But that timing, bro, it's just wrong. It's not the best timing. No, Simi, you're enabling him. Don't. Then he doesn't stop. Jesus. Hey, girl.
Looky here. If it isn't you boys again, come to offer your support for my research, have you? Well, how very heartening.
You're gonna ask me for more
We're not
frogs,
here.
right?
Now,
Don't ask me
it
for
just
frogs.
so happens I already have in mind what I need you to fetch me this time. Off
Fetch
you go
you?
now.
Not a dog. Head to the specified area. Yellow frogs now. Cool. Cool. Yes. Smelling salts. Well, see, I know I'm clever, and that you love
You
them.
can't repel enthusiasm of that magnitude.
I mean, love them is a very strong word. They're clever. They're clever. It's actually very impressive the way you think.
Man, that's
Impressive, is that the word? Probably not.
Welcome to the crow's nest.
I finally have my proof. No. Because,
Great
you see,
job.
it's clever. It's clever. I am impressive, yes, sir. No. It's
What'll
It's
it
like
be
those
today?
those evil villains, you know, that you see in movies or in cartoons, where it's amazing how their mind only goes straight to that. You see, so yeah,
Want to know about the
their mind is messed up in that way. So yeah, you're more or less the same thing. I'm pretty sure you're one bad lab experiment away from becoming a supervillain. Pretty sure. Like Riddler, but instead a punner.
Here's our
Instead
menu.
of Riddler, you'd be the punler. I cannot wait for that lab experiment. Yeah. Yeah. Prevents poison and prevents toad. Increase maximum HP. I mean. Give me the fries.
Roger that. Just a moment while we make
Yeah.
it fresh for you.
You'll have to wait for the superhero. Usually the superhero comes first. For the Joker to exist first, there has to be a Batman. So I would only aunt Portugal. That's it, dude. Yeah.
When you're
we
ready,
Portuguese,
I'll take your
we're
order.
not.
Want to help thin out the pest population?
We're the worst people on the face of the earth to be hunted.
Terrific.
Worst people on the face of the earth too. Yeah.
We have a target. This might be rough.
Yeah.
Be careful, huh?
I don't remember who said it. I think it was someone who tried to invade us. I want to say Napoleon, but I'm not sure about it. So don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure it was Napoleon when he tried to invade Portugal, and he spent what, 2-3 days here, and he left.
I'm all sticky and
He was he was at war with Spain, but to invade Portugal, they got a truce, so he passed through Spain to invade Portugal from the north. He was here like what? It wasn't even a week, and he got back home, and he said something in the lines of, They are a country without a government and completely ungovernable. And that's true. That's true. Ask the Spanish. They tried. Hundreds of times. And they failed. We cannot... Yeah, no.
Perfect timing.
Portugal, it's a very, very, very specific place to be in and to... Yeah. We are very... Even amongst ourselves, we have this very prominent civil disobedience. We have this notion of what's right and wrong, and doesn't matter what you say or what the laws say. If you think it's dumb, we don't do it. I'll tell you this. Not a couple of years, somewhere 5-10 years ago, I think, we got a new accordion towards all the Portuguese-speaking places to change certain words or the way that we pronounce certain words. Or not pronounce, but the way we write certain words. So they wanted to change or turn more modern the vocabulary.
Hey.
Or the way we write it. So, here's how Portugal works. We have 3 different papers. One of them completely accepted that new way of writing. And that became official, okay? So, there's one paper who said, okay, we do it. There's one paper who says, we won't do it at all. We'll still write the old way. And they're still doing it 10 years later. And then there's a paper that says, I'm gonna do it except when it's done. So in certain words they do it, certain they do not. And that's the same way for me, for example. I still write the old way because most of what that new accordion did was, hey, that's wrong. That's it. So yeah. And this is the same for parking places. If you think that I need to pay because my car is stopped in a place that you think I need to pay for, if I think that's dumb, I won't pay that. If I see that they are trying to milk some money out of us, no. We're not doing it. We do not pay it. I much prefer to pay the fine.
Really chug one back right now.
Than to actually pay what they're telling me to. And this is true for most Portuguese. Lol, so 3 stages of writing? Not 3 stages of writing, it's just types of writing. Yeah, more or less, yeah. More or less. Kids are being taught the new way. Me, I was taught the old way. I'm not gonna change. Because most of the things that they did is just plain wrong. So, yeah, return to car. No, wait. Let's check quests first. Yeah, most of the things they did, it's not most of the things, but there are a lot of dumb things. Is it like cursive or manuscript or actual grammar? Actual grammar. Grammar, the way you write the words. Not the design of the words. The way the words are written. So instead of, imagine this. Instead of bird, they would put, instead of the I, they would put a Y. Bird, imagine that. It's something like that. Those type of changes. Okay, let's go. Do this. Get my car. Get me my car. Call car. Wait, I missed something. What did I miss?
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Claudio's like,
And
what's
stop.
up? And I'm like, no. Whoa, trying to keep it safe for work here.
See you
Had you
around.
feels a res and gone to HR. Too far. Little? Jesus. Bird? Yeah, imagine. That was an example. Probably a bad example, but still an example nevertheless. Yeah. Auto. West location. That one. Yes, if I feel. Jeez, no, that's crazy. Portugal must be an amazing place if people are arguing over the spelling of words. There is nothing else to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. It's a big thing in college. I was in the my college was letras, which literally translates to letters. So it was a humanistics type of school. Literature, for example. I was in
It should be
history.
a nice change of
So
pace.
writing and the way you write is very important. It's very important for the school, and it's very important to me. I love Portuguese. I love languages in general. So that's important. We have a very rich past in literature. Very rich. We're very proud of our own literature. So the way we write stuff, it is very important. And changing stuff to get us closer to people that will not want to adopt the same thing is just dumb. Because we changed certain words or certain ways of writing them to be closer to, for example, people in Brazil, but they still keep writing the way they've always did. So we actually changed for absolutely no reason. We changed stuff for absolutely no reason because in Brazil they keep doing the same thing they always did. So we changed and nothing happened. So no. It's dumb. So I still write the old way. It's not that I could not write the new way. It's just I think that the new way is dumb. And most of the college teachers agree with me. So yeah. We do not adhere to that. But we argue about pretty much everything. So that's also that.
This is not normal.
We argue a lot. Everything is a good motive for us to argue each other and to get onto different sides of the barricades. Except when people say something to us, and then we get together. Because I can offend my own people, but you cannot. It's that type of thing. There's nothing else to talk about. There's a lot of things to talk about. That's the weird thing. I love how Iggy's the only one who closes the car door. Such a good boy. He is. Catch yellow frogs. I would love to. There's something in the way. Monique, you're pretty passionate about writing. I guess you aren't happy when someone messes it up. No. I'm not aren't happy. That was pretty good throwback to Final Fantasy X. Why are you guys... Why are you guys... You guys are applauding now. It's like this... You're ganging up on me. I do not like that.
Respool the line before it's too late.
I know, but I'm not gonna. Tag team. Are you guys gonna fight or... There you go.
Stop reeling.
Not really. Oh yeah. Which type of fish are you? Which type of fish are you? An easy one, actually. There. Oh my god.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, rainbow trout. Oh, look at that. I got a tiny one. Can I get a big one, please? I'm not even seeing the fish. I'm going to leave that one alone. Why? Come on. Bite. Asshole. Can I get a big fish? Sometimes it happens. Sometimes things come out of my mouth in ways that I do not want them to. Words, I mean. Come on!
Noct, the line is wearing thin.
Yeah, I know. Stop bothering me. It's on purpose. There you go. Yeah, I know. Ooh. Music changed to get this fish. Must be a very important fish. Eh. Get the fish. Got it.
Wow, you did good.
With Claudia. Jesus Christ. Dory, come on. See, the same way your brain works to the puns, Dory's brain works to Gladio. It's amazing. The way that those
What's the
things work.
forecast?
Oh, got
Got
a frog. Oh, they are around it. I can go around this. Get me some frogs. Frogs are here. Nope, sorry. There's a frog here.
Hey, try not to squash it.
I'm trying. It was the suit's fault for asking for a big one. Yeah. He's always asking for bigger ones. You see how I changed that around? Mere little frogs. 3 frogs to go. You can hear them croaking. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. They are dying, Dory. They're croaking. The crocs just crooked. Such a stupid thing. Wait.
Ah, the breeze feels good.
Take care you don't hurt it.
Get it? Croaking, yeah. I don't know if you guys know it. This is a very old TV show. It's actually one of the first TV shows, probably the first TV show, where I actually saw Ryan Reynolds for the first time. TV show was called Two Guys and a Girl. Very old. It's very hard to find it right now online. Subtitles for it, even harder. So I cannot see it with my wife. And there's one, the girl, she was the representative of one of those big companies that spill oil in the ocean, something like that. And there was a time when apparently a company just messed up the ocean again and killed a bunch of crocs. And she was saying stuff out loud to the journalist without noticing that the camera was recording, and she said like that one.
All right.
Crocs just crooked. Very fun. I would love to get that TV show in better quality. Kinda hard to get it now. Ryan Reynolds right in the beginning. Even before Van Wilder. Come on, you dumb frog. Help me out here. Help me out here.
Real nice here.
I heard it.
Indeed. Huh?
Gotcha.
Nice work, Noct.
Yellow frog. It's the circle.
Let's hurry and get back to Sonya.
Hey!
Where's my car? Dude, where's my car?
Imperials above us!
Thanks.
Oh no, come on. Not even gonna. Not even gonna mess with it. Wait, car. Run! Run, Forrest. Run.
Man, it's hot.
Then lose the jacket.
Yeah. Okay. Quest. Next one. We got that one. From the girl. Rocky End. That's far. Perfect landscape. No. Ace of Carapace. Where's that? Where's my car? Oh, no. That's far from me. Mind the Trap. That might be closer. Again, where's the car? Oh, no. That's far. Ban Interrupted. That's far. That's more or less on the way. Sorting the Waterfall. Yeah, okay. Let's do this one. Do that. Auto. Quest location. The kid. Sure.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
My sub for you ran out. Damn Ed. Oh, you got the ads. I'm sorry. My baby's being entertained by post-it notes. Dead of the year. Hey, whatever works, man. You got no judgment for me. Whatever works. Let's call Ortiz. No. I'm already on. Here. Okay. Damn Ed. You got an ad. Sorry, Dory. So sorry. Time to subscribe, Dory. Okay, yeah. It's fine. No way. Writers are notoriously rich. Yeah. Fortunately so. Phone call. Okay. Oh, the phone call you were waiting for. Okay. Blitzball team, yeah. This is me trying to catch an artist. Just put my... There's nothing, no other song. Fight with Seymour. Did you guys miss fighting with Seymour? This is so good. There's a better one. No, this is good too. This. This game being able to actually give us the OSTs for all the games, man, so good. Oh man, the Vellum song, so peaceful, yeah. Yeah. I really like this one. Had so much fun in all of this. Kind of looked like the ride between the garden and Vellum City with this song now. A little, yeah. I said this yesterday. I could go back and play most of those games again. 6, 7, 8, and 9, and probably 10 too. I would go back and play them. Probably 6, probably not. 6 no. 6 we did a very thorough playthrough. But 7, 8, 9, and
What
probably
do you
10.
say we pull over for a minute?
6, 8,
Yeah,
6,
my first
7, 8,
lone
and 9.
try.
Sounds like grounds for a pit stop.
7, 8,
Sounds
and 9,
like
I
a
would
waste of
probably
time
go for
and
them
money.
again. I shouldn't. I didn't join you until the very end of 9. Yeah. I very much would
You're
love
the
to
one
play
who struck a
7
deal with
and
the shop
8
in Lestalem?
and
Yeah,
9
that's
again.
me.
Well, they wanted to know if the deal's still on.
It is, but there's been a minor
Met
setback.
lots
Getting the
of
merchandise is no
amazing
problem,
people over
but
these
the
games.
delivery route, it's littered with old animal traps. Isn't
It's
safe
one
to
of those
travel
things
through
that
there.
I can
I'm in the
almost
middle of
say for
removing
certain.
the
I don't know
traps,
when, but
it's
we're gonna
slow
be playing
going.
those games again.
I'll say. Would you mind
Probably
lending me a
not,
hand?
you know, big franchise run. But we play one here, another one there. So, yeah. We were definitely gonna play those games again. Don't know when though. I didn't want to do this. But hey, good idea. Had so much fun. I had to remember what the mods that I used for Final Fantasy
We're out of
VII.
here.
Ignis, come on. On my way.
I had to remember the mods for Final Fantasy VII. I had big help. Again, from another cool dude. Very cool dude, James Lee. Without him,
This will make a fine
that
paint.
stream was gonna go very, very wrong. Helped me a lot.
This is the area.
Getting those
Let's clean out all the old traps.
those pesky mods right. And even so, in the beginning, it was tough. So I have to remove traps. Is that it? Got it.
Well, that should do it, huh?
Maybe. Big road right here. Wait. Is there another one there? Nah. Okay, back. Did the phone call went according to plan? To what you wanted? Hope so. How glad you has my full attention. He's been asking for you. Yeah, all is fine. Great. Good to hear.
Man, that hurts.
Another headache. This is not normal.
That's not normal. That's definitely not normal.
Have a look at this, Noct.
He has moans. Tell him I want him to. He knows.
Taken care of.
Thirst that big. There's not a soul on top of the earth who doesn't know. Yes. I think everyone knows at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly what I said. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Wow, this area is swarming with bugs.
Don't complain. Wuss. See? That's what you get. Are you guys seeing any? I've seen one. Got it.
It's disarmed.
So, 2 left, and I'm gonna do it at night. So by another one. Benji, bro.
Taken care of.
Dark glasses. How do you call those? Sunglasses. In English. Sunglasses at night. That would not be helpful. Now, for a matter of consistency towards balance.
Yeah. You guys better take this back.
I am gonna kill them. I don't care. I do not care. Ow. That's rude.
It's not looking so hot. Is it poison?
Must be some kind of toxin.
This one's just for you.
Oh, wait. I'm very, very poisoned.
Your time is coming.
Stomach's rumbling.
Let's wrap up this rumble and get some eats.
Oh, that
all
was
good?
Better than good.
Good to go.
better than good. Where's the last thing on the floor? Do you see any more traps, guys? Huh? What's that noise? Huh? Huh? Somebody there? Huh? I need to put something on Discord for you guys to vote. Next game. Noct is still poisoned, easy. A little bit, yeah. It'll be fine. Walk it off.
Well,
I'm
that should do it, huh?
after Final Fantasy
That's
IV,
Should be safe now.
7 Remake, I think we still have Crisis Core Reunion. I think that one comes out right in time for us to play it. But after it, no clue. After it, I have 0 clues. So I'm thinking God of War, and I mean God of War and then God of War Ragnarok. Dark Souls 3 to be more specific.
Look at all these lights. What a relief.
Indeed.
Metal Gear
They help
Solid.
to keep the demons at bay.
Metal Gear Solid, I would probably go for either Snake Eater, which is my favorite one, or Phantom Pain, which is the more streaming one.
Thanks for
I
your
want to do a
help.
franchise
With
of Metal
trap's
Gear
gone,
Solid.
I can make the delivery as promised. I'll be along to Lestalem soon, but if you're headed that way, please.
This
send
is
me
Liam
my
O'Brien.
regards.
This is the voice of Liam O'Brien. I know this one. So probably either Snake Eater or the Phantom Pain, the 3 or the 5. Isn't there a motel here? Please, I need to spend the night. I'll put it on Dark Souls. I vote Dark Souls. No, Metal Gear Solid. I vote Metal. That does not help me. If you vote for everyone... Wait, what? Demon Weak spots under the spotlight. In-depth night combat tips. Yeah. For some reason, I would love...
Hello there, boys, and
Yeah.
welcome.
Let's call it a day. Soft
Metal
beds,
Souls of
baby.
War. Metal Souls of War. You know. God of War. Of all of those, God of War is the only one that I never played. Actually, I never played any God of War. Any. Even the older ones. I was... Back then, it was like almost this... Not a fight, but... This little thing that there's guys that like... Metal Gear... Devil May Cry, and then there's guys
So,
that like...
what
God
you
of War.
doing?
And
Nothing
I was
much.
on the Devil May Cry
Just
team.
chilling. Cool.
This is a random scene. Cannot.
So, pretty rough day, huh? Every day's rough if you ask me. I guess. But even though
Look
it's
at
rough,
Mamigi on his phone.
it's still fun.
I vote God of War.
Every day's a discovery, you know?
God of War.
I never imagined it'd work out like this. That I'd get to go on an adventure with you
I'm tempted
guys.
to go God of War
Who
too.
would have thought, huh?
But then there's Dark Souls. I would love to play
So,
Dark Souls 3.
how long have we been friends now? Let's see. Beginning of high school. So that's 5 years?
Yeah, but we've known each other way longer than that. Ever since elementary school, right?
Huh? You still remember that?
Could hardly forget being gawked at.
Well, you know, it isn't exactly easy being in the presence of royalty.
And when we did meet in high school, you pretended it was the first time.
Yeah, the first time I worked up the nerve to say something. Feels just like yesterday.
You should have said something sooner.
Oh, Noct. You just wouldn't understand. Back then, I was... Actually, never mind.
Actually, never mind. RJ. Jesus.
Hey, you can't just stop halfway.
Oh,
Yeah,
a sub
I
to
know.
Dory. Dude, thank you so much.
I used to be super shy.
Wow.
Couldn't
All
talk
the
to
subs, you
people.
guys are so good.
No surprises,
So
but I
good.
had no friends.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
At
so much.
least not real ones. I was always alone.
Well, Dory.
And there were times when I
You
felt...
have the crown again.
Well, worthless.
That's what's been bugging you?
I mean, when you look at me, you wouldn't think that I'm anything but a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky joker. But that isn't the real me. Behind all the quips and laughs, I'm a mess of hang-ups. I've always felt inferior to you guys. I'm not royalty, and I'm not strong. I'm nothing, really. Unlike Gladio, I'm not good with people. The way he connects with them, he's operating on a different level. Unlike Ignis, I'm not smart, and I can't cook to save myself. But when we hang out, it's so much fun. I forget what I'm not. Then reality hits me like a splash of cold water, and I remember that I don't belong. But I want to. Every moment, I'm desperate to earn my place, to prove that I'm good enough.
Steve.
Think what you will,
He is very.
but I think
relatable.
you're good enough for me.
So, you really think I'm doing okay?
Dude
Yeah, I do.
is very relatable.
Anything else?
No, nothing at all. I'm sorry I got so real all of a sudden.
You should know better by now.
That's actually cool.
You think I just make time for any old loser?
Huh? Why, you mad, bro? Seriously, though. Thanks for making time for this loser. Feels good to get that off my chest.
Happy to hear.
Oh man, you guys work a lot. Wait, I have
All
a lot
right,
to read.
I'm gonna keep on keeping on the only way I know how.
Yeah,
Okay,
you do that.
chat. Let's see what's in chat. So, before that. So Dark Souls or God of War? I'll explain, but can do the math on Discord. I think you know your why you're staying, but yeah, sure. I'm gonna put it on Discord and we'll talk. There's so much gay energy from these two, and I love it. Ship it. They're bros. Then that. Thank you. No ads for the for at least the next month. Cool. Thank you for that, Sid. Thank you so much. Pronto. It's okay for Noctis. I ship this so much. It's good that they're like that. It's like bros. I don't think it's anything homosexual. It's just like the dude feeling respectful. Like at least being thankful. That's very relatable of him. Then Heaton. Hey Heaton! Hello man! How are you? Welcome back. Just want to stop by and tell you all that you're amazing. Keep your head up and continue to strive. You are loved. May you be blessed. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. May you be blessed too. And you're also loved. Love that you always come here with the good words. And yeah. Off to work, sir. Have a great stream. Best of vibes to you. I won't be seeing you next weekend because it's weekend. So have an amazing weekend. You, your family, and yeah. Best of wishes, man. Good luck, good vibes, good everything. You're amazing. Rockstar as usual. Man, the biggest rockstar ever. Dory says, nah. I think Prompto has a slight crush on Noct. Maybe. I don't... I see why you say that, but... I don't know. For someone who had issues like he has, I think he's just thankful. But that's just me. That's why he covers it up by constantly crushing on Cindy. Final Fantasy Hub says, good morning, good morning! Final Fantasy Hub. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that you like Final Fantasy. How are you? Welcome. Hi, I'm Nick. How have you been? Pronto might be bisexual. Well, okay. You can be. Perhaps way too much. There's not loving Final Fantasy in too much. No. That's not a measure that exists. Welcome. You came almost at the end of our run, because we actually started playing Final Fantasy in May with Final Fantasy 6. We're doing like the 6 to 15 run. So I played 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I played Tattoo, then 13. I skipped 13, 2, and 3, and I'm playing 14 and 15 at the same time. So, yeah. I've played a little bit of 14 a while ago. I stopped, what, an hour or so ago? And now I'm having my fun with this. Some of these Final Fantasy games I've never played. Some I've loved that I've replayed. Yeah. By the way, since you're a big fan, what's your favorite one? Actually, no one can say the favorite one. I do. But I don't want to know just your favorite one. Tell me your top 3. What are we talking here, man? Tell me all.
Welcome. to the crow's
Big fans
nest.
of Final Fantasy in this channel.
Kick back and relax.
Oh yes, give me this. All of this. All of this.
If you don't love the food, I'll eat a crow. Here are the critters that have been raising hell in these parts.
Yes.
Good luck out there.
That one. And... Oh, I cannot join any more hunts. 10 of 10. Ooh, pity.
I'll be
My
rooting
first
for
was
you.
8. Oh, so were mine. So was mine. That's how I get to my Final Fantasy back in the day.
What is it?
10 as the best story in your opinion, and 4 is the one I connect to the most. Cool choice, man. Cool choice. I also start with 8. 8 was my favorite one for a very long time.
Huh.
But then I got 8 and a little bit after I got 9. And man, 9 for me is still the best. I'm still in love with 9. I started this whole franchise to play Final Fantasy 9 again. I thought he was going to say, if you don't like the food, then get the F yourself. Well, he could. Oh, damn, dude. You have a lot of Final Fantasies on your YouTube. Mind if I feature you on my fan site? Of course, man. Go ahead. Yeah, I've played, as I've said, I'm and all my streams go to YouTube. Granted, I was still learning a lot of things about Twitch, so not all of them are that amazing. And only now I got this new camera and the quality got better. So, but yeah, sure, go ahead. I did, and by the way, give me the link. I would love to get the link to your fan site. But yeah, big fan of Final Fantasy. It's probably my favorite franchise, and if Final Fantasy IX is not on my top 3 favorite games ever, actually, I go even further. If Final Fantasy IX is not my favorite game ever, period, it's definitely top 2. Not even top 3, top 2. Will do. It's not published yet. It's finalfantasyhub.com. Publish it. Go for it. It's awesome. So cool. Yeah. Very cool. I'm a big, big fan of Final Fantasy. I like RPGs in general, JRPGs to be precise, and Final Fantasy is just top notch. Not a Final Fantasy streamer though. Just playing this run. But yeah, be my guest. Rock Hands. I'm not that far from you, dude. Let's get that one done. Get in here, go auto, quest location, and boom, go to the bro.
Ready for
But yeah,
more?
Final Fantasy IX is incredible.
You
Yeah.
bet.
My top 3 right now. Actually, my top 3 has 2 Final Fantasies that I never finished before. 6 and 7. Yeah, I'm going right now. Top 3 is Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7. And yes, I'm playing Final Fantasy 8. So yeah. And I started this without ever finishing it, Final Fantasy 6 or 7. And I was so impressed by Final Fantasy 6. 7, I was expecting it to be good. But I was so impressed with Final Fantasy 6. So good. So good. Came in straight to my number 2. Straight to. It. So amazing. It was... I mean, it was a gut punch after gut punch. Because the stories are... yeah, right in the feels. But... loved it. Loved it. It's one of the best...
Here we are.
The best runs that I've seen. From 6 to 10 is hit after hit. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are amazing games. Amazing. Amazing. So, yeah. 6, yes. Yeah. Oh my god, yes, confirmed. I got back just in time. Yeah. To hear a little bit of Final Fantasy. When Prompto gets in the car, he glances back at Naughty's. It's totally gay and I love it. Ah. Nah, I don't think so. It might be though. I mean, it wouldn't be the first one to... Whoa. Hey! Welcome to the machine, Final Fantasy Hub. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you enjoy your time with us. We're all big fans of Final Fantasy, and we actually have one of the best welcoming communities out there. At least that I've seen. We're very supportive of each other. So, hope you enjoy your time with us. 6 to 10 was an incredible run. Yeah. It was an incredible run from a game in general. It's like... what? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. It's like 5 games in a row. It's like 5 games in a row where the... Wait. Am I still on the fight? It was just a run of games. It's like 5 being very good in 5 games at the same time. Or in a row. That's impressive. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Doesn't matter the genre you prefer. It's impressive. And it was hit after hit. And they're also different from each other, that it's even more amazing. That they can actually got people from very different backgrounds and cultures and all that, saying, oh, I prefer 8, I prefer 9, I prefer 10, I prefer 6, I prefer 4. Doesn't matter. That's impressive. That's impressive. Final Fantasy became big for a reason. Now I'm talking and not paying attention. As per usual.
What did you expect?
As per usual.
Just happy it's over.
I'll check it out too. Let us know when it's posted. Yeah. What the suit said. 10-2, meh. 11 failed. 11 was a different thing. 12, meh. 13, heh. 14 failed, but then recovered. 15 better. Yeah, it passed through a rough patch. Here and there. Retrieve the dog tag. It passed through a rough patch. That's what Final Fantasy is all about. What other games do I play? I'm very big into RPGs. Actually, we talked about it a while ago. We're trying to discuss what are we gonna play after this. And after this, I'm gonna play 7 Remake, which I never did. And I need to play 7 Remake. That's my Christmas gift to myself. Never played it. So, that's my Christmas gift. And after it, of course, Crisis Core, because, yes. Yes, since we're here, we're gonna play them all. I say 6 to 15, but let's be honest, 7 Remake and Crisis Core need to be played. And, yeah, those games need to be played. I want to play them, so it's a win-win situation. But after it, I don't know. We were talking about, maybe God of War, maybe Dark Souls 3.
Last thing I need now.
Maybe...
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Let's be done with this ritual.
What was the other one?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Forget about us. Tell us what to do.
God of War, Dark Souls 3, and the other one was...
What can I say?
You guys remember? Really forgot. Metal Gear Solid, yeah.
All right.
Metal Gear Solid. Either Metal Gear Solid
Come
the
on,
Snake Eater
gotta
or
keep
Phantom
moving.
Pain. I'm also a big fan of Metal Gear, but I don't want to do a franchise run. I've played them all, finished them all. But no, I'm not going for the franchise run. On Metal Gear at least. So if we play Metal Gear, probably do the 3 and the 5. But I don't know. I'm tempted to go God of War. But also Dark Souls. For some reason, and this might be dumb for me to say. Oh no! Chicobo is left. No. This might be dumb for me to say, but it's... I don't know. For some reason, I love to play Dark Souls in the winter. There are a couple of games that I like to play in the winter. They feel cozy. Dark Souls 3 is one of those, weird as it may sound. And Divinity Original Sin is another one. And eventually, we're gonna play Divinity Original Sin because I never finished that one too. But that's a big one. That's a very big game. So yeah.
Just
Why are you still here? Didn't I kill you guys?
You got all those arms at your disposal. Use them.
Pretty sure I killed you. What about Dragon Quest games?
It's not looking so hot.
I played the last Dragon Quest. 11, I think. I played it. Game is huge. I like Dragon Quest. I mean, I'm a JRPG fan.
Right.
I liked Dragon Quest. If there are a new one, I'm gonna play the new one, but I'm not gonna go back and play games and play Dragon Quest that I've played before.
Here goes nothing!
All right, we're done here.
Yeah. You already know Dragon Quest 8 is my ultimate favorite. Yeah. Dragon Quest and Tales games. I finished Tales of Arise not that long ago. On my own. And I love Tales of Berseria. I love stories where the main character is an anti-hero. It's not a story of good versus evil, it's a story about vengeance. And I loved Berseria for it. They tried to break the mold, and I loved it. Where the hell is the dog tag? Why am I not finding it? What am I missing here, guys?
I am not into wildlife. More of a pet guy.
Stop bitching, start killing.
What he said.
Seems Prompto's been intoxicated. Great.
Thanks being Prompto then. Check Big Rock. I will.
You said it.
You're on fire today.
What can I say?
We're already 2,500. We're already 2,500. 2,600.
Right.
No, 26k experience. So we should probably start thinking about going to a place and level. I think the one where you pay 30k might be a good one. Do I have the 30k? Where are they? Oh no, I definitely do not. I definitely do not. Oh, there you go.
This must be it. Let's take it to Dave.
Noctis, protect your boyfriend. He's poisoned. Noctis. Prompto doesn't need to be saved. He can save himself. Okay, so when I come here, I thirst over Glaudio and ship Noctis and Prompto. You're heading stuff. That's good. That shows development. I wouldn't expect less from a writer. Can't wait to see the next. I think Noctis and Glaudio would make a better couple. You'll find that Dory won't appreciate that. Dory is very protective of Glaudio. So... yeah. Where's my car? Am I near any one of these things? Any one of these quests? Anyone. Just... I have one here. 23. Let's go for that. Auto. Quest. That one, sure. Why not? Yes. No.
Everything in
no
order?
mistake.
Yep.
It's kind of
All
right.
right.
Well, at least it's close by. Nah. If you see how Pronto acts and talks to Noctis, it comes across as very gay energy, in my opinion. And it's like Pronto tries to hide his gay by pretending to crush on Cindy. You see, pretending though, I mean, it's very easy to be to get a crush on Cindy. Dory would kill Noctis. Yeah. Does that count as regicide? No, wait. Do you say it in English? She'd become a Kingslayer. Which is actually a very cool title to have. Dory the Kingslayer. That's why I said he also might be bi. And yeah. Okay. Regicide. Oh yeah, there's definitely some flirty energy between Noct and Prompt. I'm just saying that Glaudio and Noct would balance each other out more.
So, Noct,
Yeah.
haven't taken pics at whatever catches my eye,
I can see that.
but what do you want to see?
Nothing really. I'm cool.
What does it matter? Not my camera.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Can I leave? Vote Claudio. No, vote Claudio. I want this sweet. Come on. The
So what's
thirst, girl.
next? Ask
Control
around a
yourself.
little.
It's up to Noct.
Why would I want a sweet ass on my pics? Don't want to see that. If it were Cindy, but it is not. Gladio is going with Noct. Bye, Dory. I see why Final Fantasy Hub is saying that. I kind of see that. Weirdly enough, his story with Lunafreya, it's not that I don't see them working, it's just
Ready for this?
they're not that we don't see them together that often. And so when she appears, there's no, the chemistry is not that great. Jesus, look at that. The chemistry is not that great. So in terms of this big love story, there's not much to see. Which is one of the downsides of getting a full male party, is that the story is not. I'm talking and trying to fight these guys, and the dudes are just wrecking me. Do it.
Watch yourself, Noct.
I know.
Come on, even. Oh, come on! They're both attacking me at the same time. Rude. Do I have an Elysium? Do I have an Elysium? Come on. Elysium. There you go. Woo.
Say your prayers. Never fear, Prompto's here.
Boom. Come on, come on, come on. Get out of there. Otherwise you're gonna die. I push. Guys, you're writing a lot. I'm sorry. I'll answer you all in a second. Ah, I was expecting you to attack me.
Get back.
Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Get up. Up, not this. Head on.
One false move and we're done for.
Oh, I'm using the wrong weapon. That's why I was dying. I was using the weapon that killed me.
All business.
Mistakes. All
Maybe
mistakes.
it's just me, but
So,
I felt kind of
let's
bad
go.
taking those things down.
You're not alone. But out in the wild, it's kill or be killed.
Yeah,
And
it's not wrong.
personally, I'd prefer the former.
Yeah. So, as the group, I see it as Ignis is like the mom of the group, Gladio is the dad, Noctis is the spoiled brat, and Prompto is a lost puppy. Noctis is the Sasuke here. So spoiled brat is right. And the stream blows up from Dory's rage. Love that. That's why I call them Mommy Iggy and Daddy Gladdy. Which it's more or less right. From the perspective of, you know, traditional family life. It's more or less that. They're representing a role here. That's fine. Papi Proto. Yoko Shinomura trying to destroy the world with a piano. It's one of the things that's been so very consistent in Final Fantasy games is the music. There was a little down, not so great pieces because, you know, Nobu Ematsu is a genius. And when he left, I think Square kind of felt the hit a little bit. 12 and 13, they're not bad, but they're not amazing. You know, not groundbreaking. Nobu Ematsu is probably the best composer alive right now.
Welcome.
At least in my opinion, I think it is. I think he
Ain't
is.
that a look of
So,
accomplishment?
yeah. Yoko Shinomura, though, I think it's a very different thing. It's definitely a different vibe.
Must have been a trip
I don't
for you
mind
guys.
because
Come back anytime.
it really works well in this game. It really works well in this game, but it's a very different vibe. Music is epic, yeah. Glad you is daddy. I see it as most Final Fantasy games have tons of 10-10 tracks, with some tracks not so great. 12 is consistently 8-10 for every track. Yeah, I think I would go for that. I would agree. That's another one of the things that why I like Final Fantasy IX. I think even the soundtrack is Nobu Ematsu magnum opus.
Welcome.
Of course, there are One Winged
Kick
Angel
back
and all
and relax.
those sorts of amazing tracks.
Bad
Final
news
Fantasy
this
IX
line.
is...
Reckon you can handle
I don't know. I'm very biased towards 9,
All
so...
right, let's see what you're made of.
It's amazing that everyone has their preference, and it's... yeah.
Give 'em
Final
hell.
Fantasy 12 has a great track, you think? Final Fantasy 12 as an okay soundtrack. We're comparing it against other Final Fantasy games. And against other Final Fantasy games is not the biggest one. Oh, this one is very close by. It's still one of the best when compared with
Everything in order?
Yep.
when compared with another game, with other games. But the bar on Final Fantasy games is usually gigantic. Exhibit A. And this is just a random track from Final Fantasy VIII. But I can go like this. And this works. This is a good track. Final Fantasy X is the best game of all time in Final Fantasies. Eh.
Ignis, pull over a
Stop
sec.
here.
Certainly.
My bad, Circle.
Let's
Did you
head
say
on
10?
out.
I meant 10. Did I say 10? I meant 10. What's your record for dying in one fight? What, mine? I stopped counting. It's amazing that... You're always complaining that I don't die enough. Then I start dying and you complain that I die. It's hard to please you. I'm dying because I know that you're watching. And by the way, I'm gonna go away. Oh no. No, I can really die here. No. No, I can really die here. Run! Run! I'm not leveled enough for this. I'm not leveled enough for any of this. Let's go. Liberty Fatali, yes. Yes. Final Fantasy VIII is an amazing soundtrack. It's one of the things. Even Final Fantasy VI, what Nobuo Uematsu was able to do with Final Fantasy VI soundtrack in a, 32-bit console, is just bonkers. The game is amazingly good. And I mean, just the song. Just the music. Terra's theme song is one of the most memorable songs ever. Of course, this is all opinions, right? So everyone has their own, and that's totally fine. But to me, man, it's not even a matter of question. Like, bar none. Where are my car? Can I go here? Sure, let's go there. Auto. Best location. That one.
Everything in order?
Yep.
All right.
Final Fantasy music does have the ability to bring you back to a specific scene. Yeah. Kill your boyfriend, please. No. Dancing Mad is such a scary yet hype song. Dancing Mad, that's from... I do not remember the name. The only song that I do remember the name is actually One Winged Angel. I don't have that one here. I don't have 6 yet. Let's put Bellamy on. I don't remember the names. The Kefka final battle. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Even more so, I remember that battle. By the end of the game, we're facing a god. It's... no. It's one of those songs where we're like, no. No. Right, it's amazing what Final Fantasy does at the end of every game. It's like, you start with the villain, which is... It's basically Frieza, but in reverse. You start with the last form, which is a normal dude, and then it starts going bigger and bigger and bigger, and by the end of it, it's like just... you're not fighting an entity, you're fighting a... or better yet, you're not fighting a physical entity, you're fighting a concept. It's like the notion of darkness and the notion of pain or greed or whatever. It's like this very concept being... it's not even physical, it's just... yeah, you're not facing a normal dude. We're just going godlike here. Hope you like Divinity, that's where we are. And Kefka is definitely that. Kefka is probably the best villain in any Final Fantasy. Any Final Fantasy game. He was the only one that actually did what he wanted to do. Everyone talks about Sephiroth, which is a very cool villain, by the way. Not villain per se, maybe antagonist might be the best word. But Kefka, he said he was gonna do something, and he actually did it. Just by that, he probably became the most successful villain in all Final Fantasy VI. In all Final Fantasy games. You really need to play Super Mario RPG one day. Really? I never liked Mario. I'll be honest with you guys. I never liked Mario. I'm not a Nintendo dude. I was raised on Sega Genesis. I'm a Sonic dude. Never did being into Mario. I could try it though. Why not? Kefka, motivational speaker. He could be. The dude was vicious. Kefka was evil. One of the first times we actually see him, he kills a whole castle of people. Like, casually, you know? He casually committed mass genocide. Like a genocide, not mass genocide, a genocide. Casually committed a genocide. You know? Yeah, let's poison the water, sure. And everyone dies. And then you have the family of the dude that you're gonna get die in front of him, wife and kid. And then he goes to meet his king, the king die in his arms, and it's like, what's wrong with this game? Everyone's dying, everyone has bad stories. It's like, it is a beautiful game, brilliant game. Story-wise, gut punch one after another. Jesus. So yeah, really like that. This is different, man. It's an RPG like Final Fantasy. Okay, but it's still Mario. It's me, Mario. Yeah. Actually, it was developed by Square and features Bahamut as a boss fight. Really? That's new. Huh? Here, story, music, different parties. Huh? Uematsu did the music,
Now might
really?
be a good time to consider where we'll set down for the night.
No objections here.
You knew it, right? I didn't knew it. Really? No Uematsu did the music for Super Mario RPG. It was made by Square and has Bahamut as the final boss, as the boss fight. Is that something that actually exists? How didn't I know that? And a bunch of other Final Fantasy veterans worked on it. Don't tell me Tetsuya Nomura worked on it. Come on. Super hard to beat? Really?
You ready to rumble,
Super Mario.
Rats?
In King's Knight?
We're talking about
Oh, yeah.
the Super Mario, the
Game.
plumber
In that
dude
case,
with the
I'll
mustache.
join you.
That's the bro we're talking about here. Jesus. Okay, I'm... Interest peaked. Yeah, I was not expecting that one, really. Huh. Okay, sure. It might be one of those, I don't know, charity streams, if we ever do one. Sure, why not Super Mario RPG? Fatal Roulette Bloody Eye. That sounds good. Maybe. Thanks for that, Final Fantasy app. I'll watch it after this stream. I had no knowledge of it. What's the platform? Is it even for PC? Did it came for Nintendo, Super Nintendo?
sluggish.
What?
Yeah.
Super Nintendo. Ooh, so I had to get an emulator. This is Bahamut. Ooh. Main story quest down there.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
I'm gonna go for the thing, but I'll do the main story quest too. Oh, current bounty only comes out at night? Then what am I gonna fight here? Jesus! I got beaten 2 times.
Biggie, look out.
Rude.
My pleasure.
Get it! Here I am!
Out of here. Out of there. Jesus. The fauna in this game gets so much in front of it.
Gotcha! Can't keep on like this.
Gladio!
Gladio, do it. Boom. And you get a blind attack too. No. These bros only want to bite me. So yeah, bite me. And bite me did. Bite me did.
Say your prayers.
Boom! Gotta get out of here, because...
My pleasure.
Gotcha.
No, I can count on you.
Boom! Gotcha.
A little clammy.
Dead. And so are you.
No big deal.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Superstar. Your current bounty only comes out at night. Went until nightfall to resume the
I had a
hunt.
thirst here.
Didn't I get
I'm starving
this?
to death.
And yet we're all very much alive.
So there's a main story quest here. We can do that. We can do this. Isn't the main quest behind the waterfall? Is that waterfall? Let's do it. Can I swim? Oh, one of those games. Yeah, I got it. What are you? A level 54?
Enormous.
You're rather enormous indeed. Let's pretend we never saw it. Keep going with our plan. Which is not to be eaten by anything. Deliver a 2 times damage boosted warp strike to the target. How do you do that?
We're outnumbered. I propose we take them out one by one.
Could you propose a way to finish this faster?
2 times boosted. Is it one of those where I do this? No.
How many times?
Enough talk. Time for some action.
Whose side are we on?
Is it one of those where I'm in a very high place? Let me go. Come on. Boom. Who wants some cracking tonight? You guys like seafood? Ow. Boom.
Don't be late.
Another one dead. That's another one dead.
Hey, where'd you learn that one, Knock?
TV. Stasies, great. And you're dead. Okay. Okay.
That's it.
What's what?
I've come up with a new recipe.
New recipe.
I can taste test for you.
Okay. It was a way to give us a Final Fantasy experience without owning a PlayStation. Huh? Final Fantasy Hub. Did you fight Kulex too? Kulex? Who's Kulex? Huh? SA before you go in. Is that safe? Probably. Here. Glad you can taste test me. Oh wow. SAE before you go in. Actually, never played it. Oh. What's SA and E? Is that safe? I should remember myself to save more often. I don't do it. I don't have any element C though. I do. I can do a fire one. Yeah, safe. He said say E twice. I thought I've been saying something else. High potion. No. Maybe an high elixir. Yeah, high elixir casts 3 times fire. My tablet is misspelling. Sorry. No worries. High elixir. That's good. Craft. The rest will have to wait. Equip. Right there. Oh, there's something there. Come on. It's a Mega Phoenix. Worth it. These things saved my bacon countless times. I mean, Mega Phoenix, not so much. Mega Elixirs, Mega Potions. Those.
The legend says to look behind the waterfall.
What does the
That's what we're
waterfall
gonna do?
say?
I think it says, come in.
This is my favorite thing in games. If you are gonna make a waterfall, make a cave behind it. It's a cliche. Yes. Give us that. Fabled waterfall cave, tucked away behind Calatane's plunge. The water spilling forth from locked Thrioses? Congealed caverns whose winding walls have vexed many an adventurer hoping to plumb their depths. Legendary sword connected to the royal family is said to slumber within the recess of the cave, but its existence has not yet been confirmed. Although countless hunters have attempted to follow up on these rumors, the monstrous Midgard storm, oh no, slithering around outside the grotto has served as a strong deterrent. Yeah, wonder why. Yeah, the big snake.
Wouldn't you know it? An
The
entrance.
snake.
Looks like the legend checks out.
The snake that...
This place gives me goosebumps. Double back for our coats?
What's
No.
the point? Little Jill won't kill you.
Snakey that Sephi skewered in Final Fantasy VII, yeah. The one that...
Well, looking
No,
on
we
the
were
bright
actually
side,
running from it
maybe
in
the
Final
cold
Fantasy VI.
keeps the
Final Fantasy VI, we
demons at
run
bay?
from it.
Yeah, because monsters like war.
Or it looked like Snake.
Sarcasm.
Final Fantasy VII, yeah, we see the snake
What if
pierced
you're
by the sword.
frozen?
Encased in ice.
It's a very cool scene,
Waiting
though.
for something warm to pass by.
And then they jump out. And there's our warm welcome. They don't know what hit 'em.
My hero.
Boom! Yeah, I'm completely over leveled for this place now. Not complaining?
Yep.
Not complaining.
Nothing to it.
Not complaining at all. Can I? I see it over there. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Heading down a slippery slope. In...
No, 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 no.
You things love deep pits.
Oh, you guys again. You guys again. Come here, little. Man, I missed
Bring
the
on the next one.
thing up there. Pretty sure I cannot go. Yeah. Come on. Rude. Can't believe I'm missing
So
loot.
much for a little chill.
Oh, come on.
I really hope
What does
we
Gladio
didn't
say?
come here for
Boost?
nothing.
Sure, there's something if we look.
Rusted bit.
Again. Really?
There. This time, I was able to turn. If I could turn back time. Oh. Secret tunnels. Proceed. Yes. What do we have here? Fossil wood. And I need these things because... Is this gonna...
I need now.
I'm not even... A Ronin. Hello. I'm facing a samurai now. This is cool. Ooh, it slashed me right in the face. I was actually running from quite something else. No.
Keep it together. Even our best still
You.
isn't good enough.
You were the little asshole.
Would like to wrap that up more quickly.
Okay, so this is what the cave that I'm looking for. It goes straight. Okay. It goes to the place that I want to go. Okay, awesome. This, right there. Ammonite fossil. Great. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. No, dude. Chill. Because you're inside a cave. No, sorry. So. I can just go back to the place that I was, where I was. Keep on playing, right? Same place, same road. Down the hole. Giggity. There's a shiny thingy over there, which we're gonna try and get. Right there. Carbon bangle. Worth no. Oh. Well. So, we just found the big spider. Boom. Tarantulas. Awesome. Boom. And you're dead. Yeah. All dead. All dead. What do we have here? What do we have here? Ooh. Okay. We have lots of things here. So that's probably the way. So let's not go that way. Because that's the correct way and I don't want that. This is good. Ooh, yes. Got ice. I mean... Nah, I'm not gonna do the ice here because it would be useless. White choker. Completely useless because, you know, inside the ice caver.
Let me give the orders this time.
Just keep it short.
And simple.
Boom!
Get lost.
So... This worked. This worked. Boom!
Let's clean him up quick.
Just did that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Fossil shell.
Yep.
Anything here? Should probably be able to go up, right? That way. Close place. It's closed. This way. Another item. Star pendant. That's good. Lots of items dropped on the floor here. Here. That's good, that's good. Can absorb more. It has a little bit. Let's keep it there. So, okay. We got everything that we should there. Here. Come on,
Watch your
Noctis.
step. No more slip-ups.
No more sleep-ups. Sure. Ooh, a fire one. Yeah. That will keep me warm in the winter. Or inside, you know. Ice caverns.
Let's move.
Yeah.
Boom.
That wasn't so hard.
There. Done. Solved.
Back to it.
Right.
So here... What do we have here? Shiny objects. There's a shiny object over there.
So, the glaive is through here.
Most likely.
Let's see. for
Shiny
ourselves.
object over here. Friendship band. Boom! This for him. Oh, come on, I missed it. A sword in the face from out of there.
Nothing we can't handle.
You think? Get poisoned or something?
A little bit. Boom. Just stand still while I try to murder you. Jesus. So rude of these dudes. Here I am trying to get my sword right between their eyes. What do? They just try and not get my sword right between their eyes. Rude. So disrespectful. Okay, got that one in. Let's keep going. That way. Ooh, lightning. Give me that. Awesome. Now, lightning is something that I want. Lightning I do want. Let's get an eye elixir there too. Equip. Right there. And since we're here, let's do an ice one. Eye elixir. Get there. But this one I'm not gonna use now. Star. So, and since I did it like that, let's get the rest of it. Ah, another item. This dungeon has been nothing if but incredibly useful in the getting new items department.
Let's do this. Okay. Say your prayers.
Dude, chill.
Anytime. Away.
That's causing
My hands.
How are we?
Get by.
Oh, there's a samurai now. No.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Here goes nothing.
Let it be done.
Oh, dead. Okay, awesome. Let's keep going. Samurai bro, not as nice as the rest of the people. Just saying. Let's try not to...
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
We're catching cold.
So here we go.
No. Oh my.
I'm freezing.
Oh
I
my.
wouldn't give for a hot
I'm
bowl of soup.
beyond my hour.
Soup.
I'm
We're
so
almost
beyond
there.
my hour.
You gotta be, right?
Well, extra content. Jesus, that's why I'm starving. That's why I'm starving.
Hey, not can it ever be easy?
Never.
Where's
the fun in that?
Try and kill the imps as fast as I can.
Gotcha.
Boom. What are these things? There you go.
Watch yourself, no.
This music. Oh no. Get unique release here. Boom. Yeah, 2 fires. Worth it.
Does this mean we can go back outside?
2 fires.
All right,
Worth
we're
it.
done here.
Had to. Had to. Tomb of the Wanderer. Royal Tomb. Awesome. Woo! Okay. There we go. There we go. Oh, is that a bow? Four weapons now. The weapons aren't bad, but so far I haven't found one of those things that I say, man, so good to have them. Noctis can conjure the Armiger. Armiger? His arsenal of royal arms. When the circular Armiger bar is full, the bar fills as Noctis attacks and defends, and all these abilities are strengthened while the royal arms are effective. The Armiger Nexus has been added to the Astral Sphere. Okay. Oh man, I have 30k? Return to the entrance. No. Oh. Was I supposed to say yes?
Noct, you okay?
I don't know.
Where was that?
What is it?
Don't
A
know.
hole in the ground. Something burning. The meteor?
Maybe.
You saw the disc of Kothis.
The what?
Let's make our way back to Lestalem.
Yeah, gotta report to Talcott.
Make way to Lestalem. If I go through here, is this the correct way?
Oh, lucky day! Look what we have here.
No
We have
luck.
nothing here. We cannot open these doors.
Guess we'll need another key.
The key question is, where do we look?
The key question is, how do we leave this? I said I didn't want to go to the main... Now I want to. Return to entrance. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. This works fine.
Done.
Okay, love this cave. Got lots of items. The enemies were tough, but manageable. Got a new weapon. I'm cool. and a new vision. So yeah, that's good. That's great. But I'll be back on Monday. Yes. So, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. It's 4:10. No, it's 4:10. It's 4:10 in the afternoon for me, and I'm hungry. I've been streaming for somewhere around 4 hours, for something almost 5 hours, and I'm starving. I need to eat, otherwise I cannot maintain my beautiful physique, which is in the shape of a circle. Thanks for the stream, Nick. You're welcome, man. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much, Moxie. Have an amazing weekend. And you too, have an amazing weekend. If you're here on Twitch, if you're there on YouTube, or whatever the hell, I'm going to put my videos somewhere down the line. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Remember that all of my streams are on YouTube at nickholden_ii, or you can just follow the links here on Twitch. Or, yeah, you can also follow, join us on Discord, where we share lots of stuff. And I'm gonna have a poll, so you guys can vote for next games after all this. After all this Final Fantasy debacle that we're having for the past months. That we've been having from the past months. So yeah, it's gonna be somewhere around Metal Gear, God of War, or Dark Souls. It's gonna be one of those. But that's only after Final Fantasy VII Remake, all 15 and 14 that we're doing, and Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion, which is coming somewhere. I think it's still this year. So yeah, guys, have an amazing rest of the day today. Have an amazing weekend. I'll be back on Monday at 11 a.m. UK time zone, Portugal time zone, or GMT +1 for more Final Fantasy 14 and 15. So yeah, guys, enjoy yourselves. Love you all. And good vibes. Hope to see you all on Monday. I'm sure I'll see you all on Monday. If not, well, then I see you all on the next level. Bye.